this one more excerpt from Tidbits from the Word, and we're going to name this one the Great I Am. The Great I Am. God is the Great I Am. He is the I Am that created Adam. He is the I Am, by the way, that created the devil. But the devil chose to fall, and the devil made Adam choose to fall. And then God, the great I Am, had to put a second Adam on the earth, which was Jesus, who gave you and I a second chance to become new Adams. And as we were born on the earth, we were given a choice, because we were born in sin, because we were born after the first Adam who sinned. So therefore, in order to break that chain of sin, we must realize that if we are in that sin, that we are sinners. And a sinner is one that is separated from God by the word unrighteousness. Now, unrighteousness is opposite from righteousness. Now, righteousness is total light, and unrighteousness is total darkness. They are 100% two different things. One is night and one is day. And that's how different they are, the difference between the night and the day. Now, have you ever been, and I have been, in a cave far enough down so you put out the candles, all the lights and everything, and you could bring your hand all the way up until it touches your face and not see it? That's how dark unrighteousness is. It is total darkness. Where, again, righteousness is so light that you can hold your hand out and there'd be no shadow. Because righteousness lights all the way around and causes no shadow. There is no shadow in righteousness. Only shadows are in unrighteousness. Now, we were talking about Joseph in the Old Testament, chapter 45 of Genesis. A man called Joseph, who God had made second person in Pharaoh in Egypt. And Joseph had sent wagons and things to carry his father and his brethren back to Egypt. And Jacob, their father, received, and Israel said, "It is enough. Joseph, my son, is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die." Now, God sent Joseph on this earth for a period of time and had him have 12 boys that was the prophet. And God sent Jesus on this earth for a period of time and had 12 disciples. Now, those 24 prophets, who were called the elders, and the 12 disciples, the 12 prophets and 12 disciples, are going to be recognized later on in the Bible sitting at the table at the great feast. The 12 disciples are going to be there, and those 12 prophets are going to be there. And those guys that God sent on the earth to be there. And so we're going to see all of them again. When are we going to see them? We're going to see them in the new heaven and the new earth. But we're going to see them before then, but we're going to have the great supper with them when we are caught away. In the book of Thessalonians, in the New Testament, there is a statement that says that Jesus is going to come in the clouds. His feet are not going to touch down on the earth. And he is going to say, come up hither. And the reason why his feet are not going to touch down on the earth again, because he's coming in holy, pure righteousness. And righteousness cannot touch unrighteousness, or it will be tainted by that unrighteousness. So he's coming in the clouds, and he is going to take the people of the earth who have said, God, I am a sinner, forgive me of my sin, come in my heart and save my soul. He is going to catch away those that are alive. But before he catches those alive, those that are asleep or in the grave, those who have died in Christ are going to rise first, and then those that are alive be caught up with them in the clouds to the third heaven. And then there's going to be a period of time of a great tribulation on this earth. And after that great tribulation, then God himself is going to ascend a city called the New Jerusalem from heaven down to the circumference of this earth. And there are going to be 12 foundations on this earth for that New Jerusalem to sit on. Well, when they come down, and that New Jerusalem comes down, God himself is going to be the ruler and the head in that city. And who is going to be in that city? The great cloud of witnesses, all those who have gone on before, who were caught up by the Spirit on the day that Jesus had come up hither to his church. That's the born-again believers from the church age. That's all of the people who went asleep or died since paradise was taken to heaven by Jesus. All of those after paradise that have died on this earth for the last 2,000 years are going to be caught up with God the Father through the Son, Jesus Christ. And then going to come back after a 7-year tribulation, going to come back in that new city, Jerusalem. And in that new city, they will dwell, and for 1,000 years, there's going to be a reign on this earth. And that reign on this earth are going to be a group of people started by 144,000 men, Jewish men, that are virgins, they've not known women, that God is going to allow to come and be protected and put a generation of people on this earth. Who are the women going to be? I cannot answer that. I do not know the answer to that, and don't know if there's anybody else on this earth who does know the answer to that. But anyway, I'm going to tell you at that point, those people, which are us, that are in that New Jerusalem city, are going to be rulers over this very earth, for 1,000 years. And this earth is going to be ruled with a rod of iron, and God is going to be the ruler over this earth. God himself is going to dwell with the people in the New Jerusalem and be the ruler over this earth for that 1,000 years. And after that, all of anything that's ever been touched or tainted by the devil will be renewed 100%, and this earth will be cast into the lake of fire, and there will be a new earth, because the old earth has passed away, and there will be God will create a new earth